So it's summertime here in the state of Seattle, and now unfortunately the weather is a little bit on the chilly side. And so what I generally like to do when the weather is feeling a little bit cold, a little bit chilly, I like to get some soup. And so for today, we're gonna go ahead and visit an awesome ramen place called Ramen Danbo. Let's take a look. So this is actually my second time coming to this ramen shop, and the last time I was here, I remember the wait being about 45 minutes, and we came on a Friday at about 8 o'clock p.m. So right now it's Saturday and it's about 6 o'clock, and we had put our names down. And unfortunately, they do not accept reservations by phone, so you have to come by and make sure you put your name down. And the wait time to sit in is about an hour. So I highly recommend if you guys do come and visit this place, put your name down first, go out, get some drinks, come back and enjoy some ramen. All right, everybody, so after waiting for about an hour and 10 minutes, here we are, we finally got our food. So one of the nice things about Ramen Danbo is the fact that the menu is actually very simple. So you have 4 choices of classic ramen, the Shio Ramen, the Miso Ramen, and the Negi-Goma Ramen, which is basically consisting of a white sesame oil, specialty roasted sesame seeds, and fresh scallion. One of the nice things about Ramen Danbo is the fact that you can actually customize pretty much everything in your meals. So for example, I got the thick noodles with a very firm consistency, along with a very strong, creamy broth. Now, as far as the richness is concerned, you're allowed to choose between no richness, meaning the amount of fat or lard in your broth, or up to extra rich. So in my case, I did a very rich broth just because I like it creamy, I like it silky, and I like it smooth. So obviously there is a lot of ramen shops located in the greater Seattle area, but one thing that makes Ramen Danbo so special is the fact that the broth is done right. Again, you could choose the amount of consistency and creaminess of the broth that you want to get. So I'd highly recommend, if you want something that's smooth, tasty, as well as creamy, you definitely got to get the strong and extra rich tasting broth. So for example, I got the classic tonkatsu ramen, which is basically a tonkatsu broth-based ramen dish, and you can really taste the creaminess of the pork broth in this ramen. And obviously, anytime anyone's ordering ramen, you have to get the ramen egg. If you look at this, how consistent, how creamy, how rich, how smooth that yolk is, it makes you want to get another order of the ramen egg. So the other ramen dish that we ended up ordering was called the Negi-Goma Ramen, again, which is a white sesame-based broth. And when you taste the broth, you can really taste the sesame. So for those of you who are looking for something different aside from the Shio, the Miso, as well as the classic tonkatsu, I would highly recommend trying out the Negi-Goma Ramen because again, you could really taste the creamy, silky, smoothie taste of the sesame seeds, as well as the 10,000 scallions that they end up adding into the broth. So for those of you who are looking for a nice, unique, tasty experience with ramen, I would highly recommend coming by and checking out Ramen Danbo. The price is pretty much consistently fair among all of the other ramen places, so if you're gonna definitely go to a ramen place, definitely come by and check out Ramen Danbo. Now, unfortunately, again, if you do end up coming by, you may end up having to wait for at least an hour, maybe to an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on what type of day as well as what time you come in. So if that's the case, just go on and walk by 12th Street and go ahead and grab yourself a beer because they will call you 5 minutes before your seat's readily available. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. Take care.